Sports. inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
On the run, it's Washington. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. Success on first down running the football. It just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The give to the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Gets it inside the 10. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback adapted. He's going to run it.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for every single play.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
College football becomes more and more every year. More nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation. And you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
Finds his tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. looking to move it through the air. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off time, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Looking to throw it again. Just a short pass to the tight end. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up with a first and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Setting up the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start.
And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result,
Fires the pass, intercepted. Taking it the other way. Touchdown. What a play by this defense with a pick 6.
And how about the defense? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Coming after it. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
Fires left. That is just a sideline play. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll pull it on the read. At the 45 on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really? This cannot be happening.
First down to start the drive after the break. Williams will pass. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Might be looking to run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Makes the grab. It's Washington. They make the stop after the catch. Still some work to do to pick up that first down. 2nd down coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They'll come to the line needing 4 yards for a first down. They're already 2 for 2 on this drive. He's looking to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. That last drive was a punch in the gut, pulling the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game back.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. A little screen to the running back. Still running up the 40. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's looking to throw it. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have 4 offenses when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Trying to punch it in. And he plows his way into the end zone. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. gets rid of it. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand.
Build that momentum, offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. Into the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That's caught. It's Williams. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Trying to escape and get it himself. The Huskies get the 1st down. They want to get this defense on its heels. Williams will pass. Dances away. At the 35, he's got room. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Washington wants to go quickly. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll throw it on 1st down. Working that left side now. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just...
Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Benson. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Ready to kick off to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback. Then you're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well. So you have to know where your answer is.
They finally get him stopped. Yeah. What a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Yeah, that's
Sweet.
good.
Trying to get it outside to the right. One step route, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Like 10 years. Yeah. Well, how about me? Yeah. Messi.
Heard a lot in football, though. That's happening.
Messi's good pick. Yeah, Maradona. Yeah.
Recent.
And the defense makes
Michael
the
Jackson.
immediate tackle, but he has
Years.
enough for the
Yeah.
first down.
Well, how about me?
Find
Yeah.
him early.
Messi.
I love it because last week they found him off.
Messi's good pick. Yeah,
And they
Maradona.
found him throughout the
Yeah.
season. His offense is built on playmaking ability. This dude is unbelievable. He's unguardable, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy conversation. That's why he's going to be featured today.
And they're kind of cool. ISIS, badass. You also get ISIS. You got a picture of this at the side. We actually had we tossed around the machine
game
Yeah,
ends.
we
When you
did
have
figure it
a
out.
third and
I was
short.
thinking it was the same.
Here comes the offense on second
You
down.
do.
The
I was
receiver now
doing
comes in motion.
yeah, yeah, I see that.
And he's in for the touchdown. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
It's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long
This is how you build a team off of guys that are passed off
easy
to
the
get a
rest of
lot
the
of
way.
walks. Oh yeah, also you need to
Ready to
front
kick
loose.
it away after
Also,
scoring the
yeah,
touchdown.
we have to, I think we're gonna be paying that up to higher. We have Tim Hudson and Bucky
On the
and
move
very
from
deep.
inside his
So
five.
let's talk about Nicholas on the walks. And he's got a bad body, but this guy
First
walks.
down as he stopped at
You
the
did
18.
it.
And Washington
Okay,
is
any
ready to
other
go
ones?
back on the attack.
Yes.
Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, David.
And the defense is starting to get a little frustrated. They just keep putting
Miley
it back on the
Cyrus.
field, possession after possession. Jesse,
I
this
I
offense
know.
needs to get their heads out of their
I know. So
you-know-whats.
Brock was
The
a good
punter's on the
city to
sideline
take
with
with
the
the punch
offensive
out.
administrator.
I said it
He's
to you,
been
but he
playing
said
so
stop that.
much, he's not used to it because this offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a game together and
That
get
is
some
a heavy
balance
head.
in there running the
There's
ball.
some really, really
He does a
good.
good job of dropping back,
Mushrooms?
progressions. Nothing
Yeah,
too
yeah,
crazy
Alex,
new.
yeah.
Get some yardage, make it
I like
easy to throw.
Rome.
Sit back in the
I like,
pocket,
yeah,
look
that's
for
what we're
yourself
talking
into a bad
about.
situation. Take
Text
sack.
giving him
Great job
he's
against the
on the
secondary.
top of it.
And they
Instead of
stop
putting
him
up
just
the team,
short of the first down. Just a little too
that's great. That's actually a good thing. They can spend it. Just a tiny bit of money.
what they call hit.
Yeah.
Got it in the middle. It's Holmes. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Huskies have their offense in high gear. And he has the first down. Catch in the middle, and it's Holmes. Good pickup on that
I
play,
did.
and it'll bring up second and 4.
I started making thoughts, with two men, and I was
From the shotgun, they hand off to Beck. And he doesn't
I
find much running room. A short gain on the
All
play.
right, no, I
They have
also
work in front of them on third and short from the 42.
one just when
Williams looking for a man.
okay,
Got out of there, got rid of him.
I
Here comes
understand.
the crowd. They make the stop, but this passing
This
game
was so
does some
brought to you by
damage, and
NASCAR.
they move the
There's
sticks
nothing
with
like
the
seeing
first
NASCAR do
down.
it. It's Steve's
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
unlike against the Storms NASCAR, is a pick on one of the
Play
times
action
Steve
on
was
first
surrounded by
down.
stat freakers and really
First
fun
out of
to
the pocket.
three drivers,
And the
including two
quarterback
sellers
lost
and
some time, but
batting
not
out
enough.
his
Down he
he's
goes for the
track to the
second.
seat. The
After
interview
losing
is
a
like
couple of yards,
he
it's
stays
now
in
second and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving.
and you sack number live in
Takes
the
a
schedule.
handoff. It's Washington. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Everything's now. NASCAR takes it as street racing, style and music, and more. Take the tickets now at NASCAR.com. So check it out. NASCAR. See, it's also brought to you by the big friends with the food,
Base, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with that
everyone's
pass.
favorite.
Snap sets up the throw. And they can't make the play on third down.
And the offense tries to slip into something. It's a big play on third and short. If you can get them aggressive and the defense aggressive, the defense sniffed it out, shut that play down before it could get started.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
Official hard
After
substitute
putting
part of
up
my
the
trip.
field
I
goal,
love the
they're
winner.
set to kick it away.
Now here's so.
He'll
I
bring it
didn't
out
know
from
what the ball
inside
was
his
very,
own
very,
10.
very special.
He only needs a sliver of daylight.
He's
This
flying,
guy is
so
so dangerous.
toss
The
drop.
excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance in the run and pass. Now, when you throw that kind of explosive,
So the defense has to find a way to get the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweep run. A good game. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the clock. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Okay, we got a very, very, very special guest. It is Ryan Russillo. We're talking some draft, regional NBA Finals cleanup. Ryan, that game 7 was fun. Let's start here. Does it feel like the Thunder got a little bit
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late.
I know they don't care,
Knows the run
but
is coming,
still,
right? So they're going to be
big
loading the line of
conversation coming out of game 7 was
getting
like,
stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the
Yeah,
offense
that's
does on
fair,
this
but
next
I
one.
really think this could have been next 24 for 8 hours. That's
Really hard
pretty
to
all time.
convert. The
Now,
defense
you're
knows
going
it's
to
going to
be
be
a
fast.
team
The
yesterday.
pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now,
It's just a hard championship. It's so hard. And the way we treat some of these guys in the very team of the game for that championship, I see what's it's just circumstance. So whenever a team wins, not really necessarily in a hurry to try to figure out the ways that it's not as valuable as the championships, because I was thinking about the same things.
Huskies have it back, trying to make this
Spiritual
defense
thought
bow down to
and stuff,
Washington.
but it's like,
He got a hand in there and knocks it away.
I was looking at some stand-up comedian who's doing this whole bit about this game called Crossfire, and they ran the whole ad, and it was this game where like all parents were shooting the other guy,
Quarterback
and
now,
he
breaking the field.
these fidget spinners, and if you had it, I was like 1 p.m., then it was like, you won the game, right? And they probably wrote it on the site, and great, but like, I just remember being a kid thinking, holy shit, like my life is gonna suck if you win that thing. Now maybe that's marketing, maybe that's just being young and being super professional, but now I feel like we've seen so much stuff, and there's so much stuff that happens just in any given day that we're really difficult to be impressed by anything. It's actually, it's impressed by things, and now it's, I don't even know if that's real, right? Is that really a thought? Scuba diving? Who knows? So, yeah, I saw that video, and immediately you were like, fake. Yeah, which I appreciate, because like now I don't have to, cross-reference this whole thing. So when it's a championship, I think it's really, really hard. I understand what you guys are saying. It's like, all right, he goes down. The crazy thing is, I thought in the first half, OKC was more affected negatively than the Pacers were, because it was almost like the Thunder just sleepwalking through the game, expecting to win, expecting to win. There have been some winners out, and it's become, I don't know, like another 45 minutes to an hour to wake up and then put together that great third quarter. So I think the default position is usually like, let's remind ourselves
The offense is
just to do
struggled.
this
They're
and
not
not
going to
beat
win
up other
this
people
game.
and
Trust
teams
me,
that never
this
get
coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. An explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
it was cool. I was so here game 7. And it wasn't too cumbersome. Man, I really wish that game had seen cumbersome again. But what impressed you as
He's one of the best in the country. He's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictate to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on
He was
4th
there.
down.
If he's got 31 miles to catch, like, I think if he gets 60 miles, he'll like, holy shit, huge ass, big ass. Yeah. Baseball player has the same things. Oh, even like the baseball player has. It's yeah, like, your guy, Sandy Sousa, he is in the good races. Same Chicago. Absolutely dude, right? I was thinking about him because it was like news, right? They had a road back for 20 years. When I first started ESPN, we were cutting into his home runs. Right? And it was like a normal programming thing. And then I think whenever he was getting like close to 600, like somebody that was still kind of weighing the decisions on the weekend of should we go live? And all of us are like, what? Like, no one gives a shit anymore. And especially like post all of the steroid stuff that baseball went through in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, no one cared. And yet, you mention anybody now chases it's going to get decades in the movies to the late 90s. is.
Went to the running
So
game
maybe
on
it's a simple
third
math
down
thing
and
with
picked
baseball,
up
but I think
5, but
generally,
still a
like
couple
we're
of
not
yards
impressed
short.
with. You
It's
want to know
4th
what I'm
and
impressed
2.
with today? I'll tell you a
Well,
story.
and on these little push
I
passes,
was ready to
timing is
attack
so
this week.
important.
I
You're
was
trying
so
to snap
fired
it
up.
right as
Wanted
he's
to
getting
actually
a
do
full
this
head of
podcast
steam.
from
When he
remote.
gets the
The
ball,
charts
he's
just
hitting the
told me if
outside,
I'm
and
making
David,
the right
it
decision.
puts the defense in such a
And
difficult spot.
you know, safety's the first thing
Trickery
to know.
interception. They snap it to
Yeah,
the
he
young
was
man. He's
so
not going to get there, and they'll
the
turn it
gym.
over on downs.
It's
The
like right now
fake
it's on
doesn't
Tuesday.
work.
I got after this
Looking
Monday,
for a
so
productive play
it's
on
over
first
Sunday,
down.
Friday, a bunch of stuff. Aaron's phone calls, some great stuff.
Williams
And then
will
the
pay.
blinder was at the gym.
He makes the
That's
connection.
dad's sure.
And he was able to get away
And
from one
he's got this
tackle, but
buddy who's
plenty of
Chad.
help was on the way. Decent
He was
pickup
short.
on that play.
And then he put on 365. I was like, shut up. You want it?
On
That's,
second down, he'll let
and I
it
had to
go.
say, no, it's not what we can't do. And it was like, I'm not used to that happening to me there. And he just alpha the fuck out of me, and then I watched him, because, you know, really, I would come up with a clothing line that says focus on your own reps. And I had to sneak a peek, like being in the urinal. I had to look, and it was just nothing that impressive to that guy that was real.
That's huge. That's huge. I'm impressed by you saying no. Safety first. Yeah, the old Brian would have been like, fuck it.
Snake eyes
We
in a
tried.
good way and get the deuce.
I know. I know my lines. It's a little bit. So first, yeah. Things you actually like. Is that Rusty? Yeah. It's not a story. I mean, the fact that he's been this good for this long and then finally gets his championship, and when he's 47 years old, like that's so much in front of him. He's got
We've
a
reached the
shitload of
2-minute
minutes.
warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
I love that he now officially, in the way we like talking about players and coaches and stuff, that Garlic was that good.
The
Everybody
give,
did
tick, 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 tick.
what this guy is doing, and how he was just stepping ahead of everybody. Everybody knew he was probably the best guy doing it, but now it's official. Like we get to say, and for me, like you find some of this stuff stupid. I'm glad we can eliminate that stupid part of it because he's incredible. And when you think about what drives, I mean, the SGA thing works out beyond anybody's belief. SGA, it's amazing how many times in life like you're faced with this really difficult challenge with falling for months out. It's the best thing that could ever happen with Thunder because the Clippers are willing to do anything to guarantee that they're also getting Kawhi, which, you know, you revisit the SGA. And for me, like, who finds some of this stuff stupid, I'm glad we can eliminate that stupid part of it because he's been incredible. And when you think about the drafts, I mean, the SGA thing works out beyond anybody's even belief in SGA. It's amazing how many times in life, like, you're faced with this really difficult challenge with Paul George wants out. And it's like the best thing that could ever happen to Thunder because the Clippers are willing to do anything to guarantee that they're also getting Kawhi, which, you know, you revisit that one. No one had a problem with that at the time. And then you nail the Chet and Jalen Williams pick in the same draft. And then within 2 years, even though Chet was up and down, he was just great defensively last night. Jalen Williams, I still think would be really good. He's still offensive player. And then to build this offense, it's spacing, teaming, defense. So there's Cagle, he's got the scorers back, great stuff. He is a special as far as building a roster, and I'm just glad he can now officially get a ring where, imagine if you told Thunder fans like in 2012, that group that lost in 5 games, Miami, even ran surge with Thunder actions, that's never going to be.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
How disappointed are you in
And for the second time tonight,
Yeah.
they'll cut out the
Yeah.
field goal. And it's
Rusty overrated? How about overrated? Some emotion.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah. It's good to have some.
Glad he can now officially get a ring where, imagine if you told Thunder fans like
they come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that were going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team tonight.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer. For David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.